What's up, YouTube? NBA Jerry here. I'm pulling out the driveway now. I heard the game went off, so I didn't watch it. And I heard Durant hit a long three, so I just turned that motherfucker TV off. Look here. This is just my initial reaction after the game. And I'll give a more in-depth about, things that happened in it. But my initial reaction to it is, did anybody think Cleveland was going to win that game? In the first quarter, obviously they came out, with high energy. Basically did everything in that video that I said they need to, the keys to victory to win. They did everything they needed to. Steph Curry played like trash. Draymond Green, man, he got a technical, him and Tristan, and rightfully so. They deserve one. But then 2 plays after that, Draymond Green was just yelling and screaming at the referees. I'm just like, wow, this guy. And Jeff Van Gundy. Let me tell you something. The crew tonight, Jeff Van Gundy, obviously Mike Breen was sucking off Kevin Durant, but Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson were on point at everything they said. And, basically Jeff Van Gundy said, hey, he's not going to get a technical, Jeff Green, because he can just yell and scream and curse and do whatever the fuck he wants to. Now, they'll give him a double T with him and Tristan Thompson, but all that yelling and screaming and shit like that, he gets away with that because he's Draymond Green. So I guess he deserves that, but whatever. He definitely should have been thrown out the game, but that wasn't the reason why the Cavs lost. The reason why the Cavs lost, and I hate to say this, man, LeBron's my boy, but LeBron James lost the game for him. And I'm going to tell you guys why. LeBron did not play with the energy he played in game 1. I think I know what's going on with LeBron. He's kind of mentally and physically checked out. You could just tell it's not like what he did in 2010 when he quit on the team, because he quit on the team in 2010. That game when he found out what's name was fucking his mama, Delonte West. He quit that game for sure. Game 5 of the Boston Celtics series. He didn't quit like that, or he didn't play as bad as he did in the finals. But you could tell with his body language, when Kevin Durant is on fire like that, you got to take that challenge, LeBron James. And just like Mark Jackson said, when the screen comes, LeBron was literally throwing, like pushing Kevin Love into Kevin Durant, like, hey, you guard him. And he did that several times. And like I said it before, and I'll say this again. Kevin Durant is a great player. He's a great scorer. That's why I said he fucked up the NBA by going to the Warriors, and I'll make a video about that. I'm not mad because he's a sucky player, and I'm mad because he's a great player. He's the best scorer in our game today on the best scoring team with the best shooters of all time on his team. That's why I'm pissed off about it. But everybody was talking about Steph Curry. Oh, he's the MVP, this, that, and the third. He came out and laid an egg. Now, I'm gonna say this. The referees kind of screwed Steph Curry a couple of times. He got fouled, and things happened to him that they didn't call. He just had a rough night. But, can you imagine if LeBron James had a terrible game like Steph Curry and shot like he did and everything happened, they would get blown out. But Kevin Durant can have a bad game. Steph Curry can have a bad game on different nights. Klay Thompson can have a bad game. Draymond Green can have a bad game. Iguodala can have a bad game. But they have so many weapons, nobody can stop this team. That's why I call them the cheaters. Because how are you gonna beat them? You can't. It just can't. And I've said this last year in videos against the Warriors, and I'll say it this time after Game 3 when we lost. Even when the cheaters lose, they win. You know what I'm saying? They win even when they lose. They weren't supposed to win that game. They weren't supposed to win game 1. Even when they fucking lose, they win. Now, I'm not saying any shenanigans went on in this game. Kevin Durant, hey, when you get to go one-on-one all game long and never get double teams and get George Benny Hill and Kevin Love and guys like that can't guard you, LeBron can't guard him either, but LeBron will give him a little bit more effort, a little bit more resistance. When you got guys like that, you're Kevin Durant, and you get hot on top of that, of course you're going to score 40. You're playing one-on-one the entire game. Horace Grant Durant could not play one-on-one in Oklahoma. He couldn't. He didn't have enough help. He was getting doubled and triple teamed because he's a great player. He's a superstar player. What other superstar can go one-on-one the entire game? No one. That's why I don't give him any credit. for doing what he's supposed to do. All he's doing is playing guys that are way less, you know, as far as talent goes, way inferior to him, and he's just taking them one-on-one and shooting right over him. What the fuck's the big deal about that? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said he fucked the NBA up going over there. But anyways, LeBron James didn't play with energy. Yeah, he had a triple-double, but that's why I don't go by stats. LeBron James played like trash. He shot terrible shots. Terrible shots. Now, I can make excuses and say maybe he's tired because of everything he's done in the playoffs and shit like that. Hold on, there's a cop calling. I can't be on the phone. Hold on. Somebody got pulled over drinking and driving. But anyways, don't drink and drive. He shot terrible shots, but if LeBron James is tired mentally, physically, or whatever, hey man, it is what it is, dude. Going to the eight finals in a row, I'm not making any excuses for him. I don't know what happened, but he played like garbage tonight. And of course, if anybody else had his numbers on the Cleveland Cavaliers, they'd have a career night. But for LeBron, he's got to do more. You know what I'm saying? He's going against 4 All-Stars, Andre Iguodala, and fucking JaVale McGee, who is a center, which we don't have one, who dominates us in the paint because he's too big and long. And we don't have a guy to guard him. That's why when he plays in them little spurts, that's why Steve Kerr is such a fucking smart coach. He plays them right at the right moments. He knows after 6 or 7 minutes he's not going to be really effective. So he plays them real hard those few minutes. And then he sits his ass down, and he should. But when he's in there, he's guarding LeBron James on the perimeter. He's blocking shots. He's dunking. He's altering shots. He's snatching rebounds. He's a pain enforcer because the Cleveland Cavaliers don't have a center, ladies and gentlemen. So with LeBron James, he played like shit. Kevin Horace Grant Durant went off. But at the end of the day, it's just a painful watch to look at the Cleveland Cavaliers offense, man. It's painful to watch the same thing over and over again. LeBron James looking for a switch. He gets the switch. Here comes Steph Curry. Oh, here comes a double team. He kicks it out to the man. They miss. Sometimes they'll make it. Sometimes they'll go and make a layup. He'll miss a 3. It's like it's the same shit, man. But you look on the other end with the cheaters, and they're just moving the ball. They're fluid. You know, tonight, you know, Horace Grant Durant was on fire, so he was doing a lot of one-on-one, and rightfully so. They were playing the numbers. And Kevin Love, I feel bad for him, man. I really do. I've been on him a lot. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, Tyronn Lue, and LeBron James put that man in a bad position on offense and defense. They should be letting Kevin Love post up like he did in the first quarter a couple of times. And they damn should not be switching and letting him guard Steph Curry and Kevin Durant in the perimeter because he can't do it. He doesn't have the foot speed. And you're making him look bad. If you fail a bunch of times in life, when you're failing and failing and failing, whether it's offense, defense, whatever, it brings you down. And so on the next play on offense, when he just got shot, you know, somebody shot a 3 dead in his face and dancing in front of him and shit like that, it affects you on the offensive end. It does. And that's what's happening to Kevin Love because Tyronn Lue and LeBron James are not maximizing his potential. You should not be having that man switching out there, and he should be on the post more, and he should not become fucking Ryan Anderson. That's why I said Tyronn Lue is a terrible coach. He is. But that's my initial reactions. Obviously, I'm pissed off. I didn't watch it. Like I said before, I'm through with the NBA until they do something about the cheaters because everybody knows who's going to win every fucking year. The only way that team is going to lose is if they have some kind of major injury, somebody leaves, something crazy. But if this team is together, there is no way the Golden State Cheaters are going to lose. Let me know what y'all think. If you agree with me, let me know. Leave a comment, tell me why, and do me a favor. Do me 3 favors. All right, like I said, one of them. Leave me a comment. If you like this video, leave a comment and tell me why. Share it. Tell your friends about it. And, like I said, hit the like button, comment, and share if you like it. If you do not like it, hit the dislike button, comment, tell me why, and don't fucking share it. Because y'all already know. I don't give a damn. Holla at your boy. Peace.